The God-man honored by the world. Of all the gurus who have come to the West, none has done more to establish the credibility of Eastern mysticism than Tenzin Gyatso, the Dalai Lama, spiritual leader in exile of Tibet's Gelugpa, or Yellow Sect, of Mahayana Buddhism. He claims to be the 14th reincarnation of the original Dalai Lama, a god on earth with the power to initiate others into their own godhood. Here we have again the persistent occult theme of human deification, echoing the serpent's lie in the Garden of Eden, "Ye shall be as gods," Genesis 3:5. And that goal is the heart of all yoga, in spite of the protests that it is non-religious. The Dalai Lama travels the world, initiating huge, admiring, and trusting audiences, including tens of thousands of Westerners, into Tibetan Tantric deity yoga. He promises initiates that they will become bodhisattvas, little Buddhas, realizing their inherent godhood and able to create their own reality. For initiating multitudes into his brand of yoga through the Kalachakra ritual for world peace, accompanied by the traditional Tibetan Sand Mandala, he was given the Nobel Peace Prize in 1989. 10 years earlier, on his first visit to the United States, quote, His Holiness, end quote, was welcomed to St. Patrick's Cathedral in New York City, where his statement that, quote, all the world's religions are basically the same, end quote, was rewarded with a standing ovation by the naive and trusting overflow crowd, mostly Roman Catholic. The Dalai Lama was also welcomed as he preached to a no less attentive and appreciative audience from the pulpit of the cathedral in Geneva, Switzerland, where John Calvin once held forth. In August 1996, Hollywood elites, such as actor Richard Gere and MGM president Mike Marcus, honored the Dalai Lama at a fundraising dinner for the American Himalayan Foundation. The 1,000 guests contributed about $650,000. Harrison Ford introduced the self-proclaimed god. Of course, Shirley MacLaine, crawling farther out on that limb, was on hand, along with Leonard Nimoy and many other well-known celebrities. A number of Hollywood movies have been made related to the Dalai Lama's escape from Tibet and his life's work worldwide. At the annual Hollywood Film Festival in 2004, the prize for Best Documentary was awarded to What Remains of Us, shot clandestinely inside Tibet. It depicts a story of a Tibetan refugee who carried a video message to Tibet from the Dalai Lama for her people and shows the excitement of Tibetans secretly watching it. Interestingly, Hollywood seeks to tell the, quote, true story, end quote, of the lives of the Dalai Lama or Muhammad, but does not grant such a courtesy to Jesus Christ. It portrays him in a variety of the most outrageously false and demeaning ways. This deep prejudice cannot be denied and begs an explanation.